I did it. Okay, everyone. I'm killing time waiting for this friend request. So if you've tuned in now and you're like, what's going on? Why am I here with Brie and her acne? Um, well, just wait a second. I'm going to figure this out. Bear with me. Once Ellen joins, there she is. We're waiting for her to join, waiting for her to join. I hope everyone sent in questions.
Woo! We did
Yay!
it! Yay!
We
That
did
was
it!
so much faster than this morning. I think we're becoming experts.
Yeah, I think so too. Look at your sweet little backdrop. So you're at the factory right now?
I'm at the factory. This is the backdrop in my office. Look, it's colorful.
It's beautiful.
Yep. My colorful wall, and then in front of me is my very strict giant whiteboard wall. One for fun, one for work.
Incredible. So thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me. It's like our own little CNN, but Brie Ellen style.
Brie and N.
Exactly.
What the N stand for, we don't know.
Don't ask questions, just watch.
We're just here. So I think first give a little context for those that don't know about you or your company or what's going on right now.
Okay. COVID-19 is going on right now, in case anybody hasn't noticed. I have a company called hedleyanbennet. We're based here in LA. I started it 8 years ago, and it's always been aprons and workwear. And it's really evolved into this thing about anything that anyone wears. It makes them feel a certain part and look a certain part, kind of like a doctor. They go to work and they wear their uniform. An athlete, they put on their gear and they go and run a marathon. It's the same feeling and vibe. And so I've always been buried in that idea of like confidence is inspired by what you wear. And so that's what we've been doing for 8 years. And we outfit thousands of chefs and restaurants all over the world and all over the United States. And I bootstrapped the company. You know, I started it out of my house and we've grown it to, we have a big 16,000 square foot factory here in LA, which is where I'm at right now. And, you know, when COVID-19 happened and really like hit our lives hard, I looked around at the infrastructure of our company and the fact that we were fully vertical, which just means that you have sewing, cutting, shipping, distribution, all in the same space. A lot of things typically don't exist that way anymore. It's like you outsource everything, right? Or it's made somewhere else. And I realized that we had to dive into this and be a part of this movement of people making face masks. So for the last 3 weeks, my company here in LA has been solely dedicated to making face masks. And that's all we're producing. That's all we're manufacturing. And I've just like, I like to dive into the deep end of the pool in life. And I think I did it here again. And so we were just like swimming in face mask land. And it's sad and exciting and wonderful all at the same time every day.
So how many masks have you made currently?
Well, the way we got this off the ground, because I was like, as a small business owner, I couldn't do this alone. I actually did a buy one, donate one model on our website. So through that model on hedleyanbennet.com, you can go on there and for $22, you get your mask and then one mask donated to a healthcare worker in need. So we've had over 100,000 masks donated to healthcare workers and people on the front lines since we started this.
That is incredible. That's incredible. 100,000 masks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with that, now that we're like on the masks, like one thing that I feel like I've noticed is a lot of conflicting information as to like what the masks cover or don't cover and what's helpful to medical workers or not. So can you speak to that, or like what makes a cloth one, like what makes yours unique, I guess, you know?
Yeah. So it's so true. There's so much information out there and it's just like coming at us in all directions. We're all at home just being like, what do we do? And I've learned a lot from Dr. Bob Cho, who's the doctor who developed the masks with us. So when I reached out to him, kind of funny, in a bad way, but like in a great way. I called him around 11 a.m. and I was like, Dr. Bob, I need to help. We have to do this. We have to make these masks. And he was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And he's a very like proper, like almost like lawyer-like guy. And he said, but I'll call you back later. And by the time he called me back, which was 6 hours later, I'd already made like 7 patterns, and I had my whole team like running around making patterns and masks and filters and all kinds of stuff. And then he had spent the entire day in meetings where his team was telling him that his own hospital was running out of supplies. And so it was this like really insane reality check, I think, even for him, that he realized that even at this level, everyone was going to have to do everything they could to contribute to what was about to hit us. And even if I have an apron factory, like I should be allowed to help be a part of this movement. So he very quickly was like, all right, let's do this. Let's figure it out. And we developed the mask. So
that's like the part of this that, like, to all of the sweet people, and I'm seeing all of your comments. Thank you so much for being here for this conversation. That's like a side piece of this that I think is so inspiring about your story, is that you were listening. You were listening to what was happening around you. You were utilizing the people that you had, that you could speak to make a difference. And that's something that I hope others are doing out there. It seems like there's a lot of ingenuity, and humans are so clever, and we're figuring out our way through this really trying and tragic time, through community and through all of us kind of having very unique perspectives, unique ways that we can come at this, superpowers, and coming together to do something incredible. So I just want to highlight that to anybody else who's out there and is feeling like they want to step in and don't know how. I think asking the questions, thinking about the resources that you have that maybe somebody else doesn't, and then, set off.
Totally. No, and I love that you really highlighted that, because the truth is we all have something different, right? We all have our own superpowers. We all have our own special sauce that we bring to the table. And whether in our case, it's like the apron land and our manufacturing and our design ingenuity, there's other people that maybe they're designers or they paint or they draw. Whatever you do out there, just know you have to focus on what you bring to the table and not what you don't have. And that's like a key part of being resourceful. You have to find the silver linings and things and say, all right, well, I only have this much, so I'm going to make a lot out of this much. We're all having to be more scrappy and come up with solutions where it feels like there are none. And yet there are. And think about all the challenges that humanity has been through, and we've made it, right? We've gotten through it somehow. And I think that in the future, this is gonna be written in history books, right? They're gonna talk about COVID-19 and how humanity came together and what we did to get through this. And we are writing that playbook right now as we speak. Like, you and me talking, every person on Instagram, every person, every doctor, every healthcare worker, every frontline worker is a part of the change. And so I think people can't forget that we're all in this together. And even if it's just you at home, you are one of the millions of people that are a part of this. And it's affecting all of us. Like, not just me and somebody over there. It's like we're all involved.
Globally. Yeah.
Like,
that's the other thing about this.
It's like never happened to us in this way, at least in our lifetimes, right?
Yeah. So, and then with the masks, what is the best way to clean them? Because these are reusable. I was thinking about today, I was like, do I put it in the dryer? Is that how it kills it? I also have one of those like light, you put your phone in it, it kills the bacteria in your phone. Like, has anybody done that?
What's that? I need one of those.
It's like a thing that closes on your phone.
Really?
And it like kills the bacteria with a light.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I don't have one, but I need one of those.
Okay.
So the way that Dr. Bob recommends, you put the mask on anytime you're going to use your mask, right? When you get we call it the wake up and fight mask, because come on, that's what we all have to do right now is wake up and fight. So you get your little guide and it tells you how to wear it. And then on the inside, it comes with a little filter cutout. And you can make filters at home with supplies you already have readily available.
Amazing.
Yeah. So if you have access to coffee filters, to vacuum filter bags that don't have fiberglass, you can actually cut those out and then you insert them into the back, right?
Okay.
Just like that. So you
Yep.
stick it in, and now you have 3 layers of protective covering. And you put it on, and you want it to be nice and snug on your nose, flat against your cheeks, and then it's nice and tight, and then like you're ready to go. So I go out, you know, I'll be at the factory all day. When I get home, I take it off. I take off all my clothes and I put them in the washer, including my mask.
Okay.
Or my husband will take it into the shower with him and he'll scrub it really like with hot water, and then he'll just let it hang dry.
Okay.
So that's a very easy way to clean it. I mean, the thing with all of this is we have to just get used to it being part of our normal lives, right? And it's like grabbing your keys in your wallet when you walk out of the house. We're going to grab our mask.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just keeping them in my car.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, because California people is like, if I'm going anywhere, it's in my car. So it's all
let's
there.
be real. Our cars are like our purses. I have makeup and face masks and water bottles and snacks.
I know you posted, so I know you posted online. Were there any about questions?
Yes. So there were so many questions. Look at these sheets of questions.
Wow.
Like so many, but I extracted a bunch, and I actually had a quick call today with Dr. Bob so that he could give me all his 2 cents and very awesome opinions on a lot of this. So I hope this is helpful to everyone out there.
I just saw one that popped up that said, what about people who are touching their mask? Is that on there?
No, but it's actually a really good one. So the key thing here, social distancing is the _1 protection.
Yeah.
Just staying at home and like not being around other people and having that 6 feet of distance is key #1. Mm-hmm. That is the best antidote to everything that is happening. That will flatten the curve, as you know, CDC is calling it. The other thing is not touching your face. One of the quickest and easiest ways to transmit the virus is by touching your face and then touching other things, and then it just transmits, right? When you're wearing your mask, I'm doing this. I just sanitized my hands, so I'm good. But you should normally not take your face mask off once you like leave your house. One of the things that people were asking me too. Let me get my scroll out. What's our TV show called?
Brie and N.
Brie and N. You're just tuning in to Brie and N, in case you wanted to know. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, are cloth masks really effective in protecting us? And so without getting too nerdy like Dr. Bob got on me, let me break it down for you. The virus is attached to saliva, right? Or mucus. So when we cough, it's like, it goes out, right? Mm-hmm. By wearing a mask, what it does is it goes up and it goes down. And so it actually prohibits it like punching you in the face if I'm standing near you. Mm-hmm. So right there, we like dramatically dropped the impact of the little cough droplets, right? So you cough, thousands, millions go out. So this will keep it inside the mask, which is why the CDC is saying like cotton masks are totally legit and awesome. The thing that makes this so special is that it has 3 layers of protection, and it's all about the pores. Like, you know, fabric has pore sizes. Vacuum filters have the tiniest little pores. So it holds on to those droplets better than just normal fabric. That's the difference in like ranking from one material to another. And a lot of people are like, what the hell is an N95 mask? Okay, so N95 masks are for hospitals and COVID-19 wards. And really, those are used for very specialized needs, not for going to the grocery store. You shouldn't do that. Obviously, if you have COVID-19, like you shouldn't be going to the grocery store. But everyday civilians they don't need to wear N95 masks.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And then as you're saying that, first of all, I saw someone say, should you take your mask off if you're about to sneeze? And I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that's probably the best time to have a mask on is if you're about to sneeze. But I'm not Dr. Bob.
But you are Brianne.
I am Brianne. So the masks that you're donating to the doctors, do they have filters, or do you like, should I be spending my time cutting out filters for them?
The good thing about hospitals is that a lot of them have this blue material. You know, when you go to the doctor or the dentist and they lay out all their tools on that blue fabric?
Yeah.
That is readily available to hospitals, and that's the substance that is kind of equivalent to all these different materials I'm telling you about. So in hospitals, they actually can stick those inside here, or their disposable masks can also be inserted in here, which just gives them a longer lifespan, and they don't have to be like throwing it away, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So healthcare workers on the front lines definitely are. Not only is it more sustainable, right? It's actually less expensive in the long run because you're not just throwing away your mask every day. It's one and done. Or in my case, I have like 3 because I'll wash one, I'll wear one, the other one's in the car, the other one's in the shower. You know, you just like have a collection of them. And right now you can't choose your choices on hedleyanbennet.com. We're just, we're functionally trying to get as many masks out as humanly possible. And while we're sewing and shipping thousands every single day from our factory, it would slow us down if we started to, give color choices. But in the future, we definitely are doing that. And we're also going to work on kids' masks as well as masks for bigger faces too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything else on that list that you feel like is, talk to me about?
Back to Ellen over here. Let's see. I'm really loving this like co-anchor news situation. Okay, so sizing. People were concerned about sizing, right? So
what do you mean by that? Like if it's too small or too big, or where it fits, or?
So Dr. Bob says there's this thing that people get because they're not used to wearing masks called ear fatigue. So it's like your ears get tired because it's like pulling, right? Yeah. And we don't walk around with masks normally, so it does get exhausting. So couple of really ingenious things that we've found on the internet, but also that we've seen people doing, is you can get a headband and put little like buttons on the headband, and so then you just go like that and it clips back.
Oh, that's cool. It's
kind of brilliant. Like a bra strap, you can put that behind the back of your head and like clip it on each side too. That's like just another, again, these are like very homemade solutions.
Yeah, but it's good. These are good things to know. Yeah,
totally.
Especially if you're going and say you have to do a long grocery store run or something like that. Say you have a big family, and
exactly.
That's and can you just say where people can get these masks, because I'm seeing that come up.
Totally.
And then for everyone watching, we're going to put it in the comments. Someone out there is going to put it in the comments.
Somebody from somebody's team, can you put it in our comments?
Yeah, put it in the comments. From our very high-tech news station.
That's behind the scenes. Okay, so it's you can buy them on hedleyanbennet.com, and it's hedleyanbennet.com/mask. And for every mask you buy, we donate one, and we have already distributed thousands of them to places like Children's Hospital, Cedars-Sinai, Brownsville Hospital in New York City, or really New Jersey, and all kinds of other places all over the country, including senior citizen homes and people that are just on the front lines. So your mask isn't just for yourself, but it's really for somebody else. So you can feel good about that. This was another solution.
And you can donate both too. If you already have one and you just want to donate to, go for it.
Yeah, totally. The other solution, if somebody's like, oh, the mask is too big on me, you can just do a quick loop on the back. Just a quick knot. And it just makes it a little bit shorter. We are working on developing adjustable ear straps, but when I started this project 3 weeks ago, we were going for progress, not perfection. And we wanted to get something to people as fast as humanly possible so that we could start protecting our customers. So we are every day improving the product more and more and more, but it's part of the evolution. Okay, here's a couple other questions that people wanted to ask us. A lot of people want to know, how are you staying positive? So that's a question for you.
Me?
Yeah. They said,
because I was actually going to ask you that. How am I staying positive?
Three. Here, I've got
everybody has different ways of dealing with stress.
Yes, True.
And one way for me is breaking out severely. And another way.
One for me is breaking out mac and cheese. Yeah.
But, you know, my main focus is to be of service. That is the thing that continues to make me feel positive throughout all of this, is to trust in the ingenuity and cleverness and loving hearts of humanity, and that there's so many people out there doing incredible things, and also being open to learning where my place is in it and how I can help, and understanding that sometimes the way that I can help the most is just staying home. It doesn't have to be more than that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's doing something like this.
Yep.
But, you know, there's something about the simplicity of that act of just knowing that being with yourself, being here in your own space is the best thing that you can do for the planet and for humanity at this time. Yeah. And then outside of that, it's like getting back to basics. That's been the simplest thing for me, is like staring out my window, looking at the birds. I got a bird feeder, and it's like, it's amazing. I got baby doves. Like, there's just so much that I feel like I can be grateful for. And then the thing about that is if I'm continuing to take care of myself and be at a you know, a solid baseline, then when those opportunities come where I need to step up, I'm ready. Right. I haven't burnt myself out being stressed out. I'm not confused. I'm level-headed, and I'm ready. I'm ready to be there.
Yes to all of that. And
with pimples on my face, but still, I'm ready.
With mac and cheese in my belly, it's fine. We do what we gotta do.
Whatever.
No, yeah, I so utterly agree with all of that. And it is like we're going back to basics. It's kind of like life around us, whatever it was, is not what it is today. And we all just kind of have to find peace in that and start to be okay with the rebuild that's ahead of us. But also just remember what we still have. I mean, it's like what I said earlier, right? Think about what you do have and not about what you don't have. And right now we're alive. Every day we wake up, it's a new opportunity, and you have to find the silver lining in that. And I think for me, I am grateful that, you know, I had like 2 or 3 days where I was at home the week before I decided to do the masks. And it was because I took a pause that, to your point, I was listening and I was hearing and seeing and watching what was happening, that I then was able to make the leap and decide to do this. But if I hadn't been taking a beat, I don't know that I would have seen it. And what really triggered it was when Christian Siriano did a tweet, and Governor Cuomo in New York City said, hey, we are on a serious shortage of PPE, which is, you know, personal protective equipment. And he said, we need help. And then Christian Siriano piped in and was like, we've got you, like, we'll contribute. And I was like, oh my God, Christian makes like dresses and wedding dresses and amazing things, and he's contributing. Wait, we can contribute too. Let's do this. Like, I'm getting Hedley and Bennett on the bandwagon. But I did take 2 or 3 days of just sitting in it, taking a lot of baths, and just being like okay with what was happening. And it was hard because I'm an impatient person, and I think a lot of people are. I think our lives have taught us to have everything be like automatic and now and instant and Instagram, and everything is just like now, and now nothing is now, right?
Yeah.
Like everything is having to be a bit slower and a bit more thoughtful, and it's good for us. It's good for me. It's making me really reevaluate what my priorities are and where I put my time and my effort, and looking at how I run just my life and my day-to-day and even our company, and where are we going to put our efforts in after this is all over. You can't we can't go back to the same. It's got to be different. So it's a long-winded way of saying mac and cheese and all of that.
And everything else, yeah, exactly.
And everything else, and the
but that's fine.
And it's fine.
I mean, that's balance.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we got like a few more minutes. So maybe like 1 or 2 more questions, and then
all right, 1 or 2 more questions. Here we go.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you feel like got like the most traction? Was there something everyone was asking over and over again?
I mean, everyone again and again was asking, like, does the mask really help avoid getting the virus? That was a big one again and again. And like how to take care of it. How do you stay safe during the pandemic? I think just making it super clear to everyone, the best thing you can do is stay at home. And if you can't stay at home because you're a frontline worker, wear a mask. If you don't have a mask, use a bandana. You know, even if it's a cloth around your face, like anything to protect you. And wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Find some way to stay positive. The other thing, social distancing, 6 feet. That's not a joke. You know, there were a couple people that actually mentioned that their older relatives, grandmas and grandpas, etc., were like, I don't want to do this. This virus won't affect me. And if anything, it's important to note that anyone can be affected by the virus. And whether you're old or young or, you know, Mexican or American or wherever you live in the world, this virus, it's here and will affect anybody. And so we just have to be aware of that and know we're not invincible to it. So we just have to protect ourselves in any way we can. And also that includes like taking care of yourself, sleeping enough, eating enough, like taking a beat, taking vitamins. I grew up taking tons of vitamins. My mom's a nurse, and so she's always been like vitamins A, C, D, D13, you know, all the vitamins. So I think that's something that I do to constantly just take care of myself.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Any questions that you have, Brie? Any other questions about the masks?
Any other questions about the masks?
And I'll chime in while you're thinking. hedleyanbennet.com/mask is where where you can get the mask.
Somebody should post that in the comments.
Come on, Brianna, where are you guys at?
Brianna. There it is. I see it. Someone posted it.
Okay, good. Yeah. So Hedley and Bennett, you can follow our company Hedley and Bennett or Ellen Marie Bennett. I, in my own way, am doing like a daily check-in, letting everybody know our shipping times, any snags we're running into. Oh, that was something I wanted to mention. I think this is so important. Patience, what I was mentioning earlier, I think a lot of us are not used to anything taking a long time, and currently the supply chain is pretty jammed up, and a lot of airplanes are not traveling like they normally do, so then shipments take longer, and it's just a ripple effect, right? So if you are out there in the world, just try to be patient with people on the front lines. Like if you're going to a restaurant or if you're going to a coffee shop or picking something up, know that that person is on the front lines and is putting themselves at risk every time they leave their home to service you. Or if you're buying something online, just know that people are doing their best, large companies and small, to deliver to you. But we are all experiencing unprecedented challenges, but we're doing our best. And that's all we can do, is to keep going and to do our best. So be kind and be patient to the businesses that are essential businesses working hard to get you whatever it is that you need, and support small businesses. You know, you don't have to go to Target or to Walmart to buy something. You can buy it from a local business or a small business online, and put your dollars where your mouth is right now, because that's how we support all the little guys in this that are not getting bailouts and things like that. Like we have to take care of each other.
Yeah. So just to jump off of something, because now I'm seeing in the comments someone maybe who just came in asked, do we put filters in the mask? Yes, you can. There's a yep. The mask comes with these instructions, a pattern for you to be able to cut it out. You can use a coffee filter. You can use a vacuum filter. If you want that extra layer of protection, you can use it without, but that extra layer of protection is amazing, and it's a great feature of these masks. The other question was, do you ship worldwide? I don't know the answer to that.
I believe we do, actually.
Okay.
like yes, we do. We do, and we ship across the whole United States. And the fabrics that we use are the same high quality fabrics that we use for our aprons and workwear. So they're built to last, and they are soft and beautiful and made out of chambray. Did you get your goodies? Mine. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, so there you go. We did it. Oh my gosh, it's 5:31. Man, we are just killing it.
We did it. Thank you so much, Ellen.
You're
I just
welcome.
really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your mind and your heart. And not only am I just grateful for the work that you and your team are doing to protect us, but also you've just inspired me so much. And I hope there's other people out there who feel inspired too by the way that you're stepping up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping us spread our message. And if anybody wants to be a part of our movement of our Wake Up and Fight masks, you can go to our website, hedleyanbennet.com. You can follow me on Ellen Marie Bennett or Hedley and Bennett to stay in the loop on all of our mask adventures.
Yeah, and I think that we're working on Brie is working
Brie
on graphics, or I think you guys are actually the ones working on it. Graphics that kind of breaks down the different masks and what they do and the various forms of protection that come with it, just so you kind of have a bit of a cheat sheet if you didn't watch this whole thing, or you want to be able to pass around some of this information, because the truth can be viral.
Yes,
so
it's true.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, there you go. Oh, I promised you I'd give you the speediest tour of all time. Do you want to take 30 seconds?
Oh yeah.
Let's
do it. Let's end with a quick tour of the factory.
All right, quick tour. I'm going to throw my actual mask on. Hold on. Here we go.
Let's dive in. Virtual tour.
Let's go. Okay, so this is my office, and we are heading on to, we have 2 different shifts happening on the sewing floor. Right now, the shift has ended, but you can see, let me flip this puppy around. See, this is our factory.
Wow. Wow, look at all those masks. Amazing.
And over here, you have all of these are the mask patterns.
Wow.
So all of this is the cutout. When you're making anything, it arrives in giant rolls like this.
Yeah.
And then it gets cut into this.
Oh, wow.
See, it says.
Is it all hand cut, or is it like a machine?
No, it's this machine over here.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Thank you so much for doing this, Ellen. This is so interesting to see. Wow. Oh, so you can do a bunch at once. You can stack up the fabric and do a bunch at once.
Thousands of units can be cut all at the same time.
Wow.
And over here is, we have a tree house and a kitchen in our factory where we cook, but we've converted it into a additional shipping center. And what used to be our showroom is now covered in rolls of material and packing. We have taken over every corner of our office to be additional shipping areas.
Oh, you have a slide?
Yeah, we have a slide.
Don't skip over the slide.
Don't skip over the slide. Yes, we have a slide. Actually, there's a zip line right there.
Wow, yeah, you said that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So fun.
So this is our little Willy Wonka factory here in LA. And right now they're done packing for the day, but our entire island is just covered in, this is just one of the 3 distribution centers that we have. We actually have a 3PL, third-party logistics, and then a warehouse here and another warehouse just to manage all of the different shipments going out. So it takes a village. And you're a part of our village now.
I'm so grateful to be part of it. And
Yes,
I mean, you know this, but I've made a donation so that we can get these masks out, because I just feel like I just keep hearing more and more about supplies running out with our medical workers, and it takes a village. So let's do this.
So keep spreading the word. Stay home, stay safe, stay positive, everybody. Thank you, Brie and Ann, for having me.
Thank you, Ellen. And so I'll hang up, and I'm gonna hope that I know how to save this video. So it goes
save it. I hope Brie and Ann behind the scenes saved it too. Okay. Bye, Brie.
Bye.